Have you ever felt like you're doing the right things, or you're trying anyway? You're making progress in the right direction. You're reading books, you're going to therapy, you're working hard at making something more of what you've been given, but you still get stuck in the same patterns, sweaty patterns, reacting instead of responding, having difficulties with those you want to love the deepest and the most. Yelling at your kids, shutting down in conflict, chasing success, but feeling empty. Today I'm going to reintroduce you to Jim Wilder, the Wild Man's, the life model, something I've talked about a few times before. I wanted desperately to go deeper into that world. A lot of stuff came up. That's my fault, not yours. But here I am trying again to get this information to you because I've grown a lot, I've learned a lot, and there's a lot I want to share with you. So Jim Wilder's life model is a relatively simple neuroscience-backed maturity scale list thing. It's got 19 steps or skills. Jim Wilder's life model, a simple neuroscience-backed framework that explains why we stay stuck, and it gives a clear path to real lasting growth through joy and maturity. And I would say joy, maturity, and gratitude. The big problems that we deal with. Most growth approaches ignore neuroscience almost entirely. There are some new ones out there because neuroscience is so new. Neurobiology is bonkers. It's really showing us the path, the literal highways in our brains that we build through habit and choice over and over and over again. And if you want to make a new choice, you basically have to ignore the old highway and build a whole new one around it to get to the place where you used to go. That explains things like dopamine addiction, screen addiction, not going outside very much, not liking birds. I don't know, probably. We try to think and willpower ourselves forward against the literal, natural, cool mechanisms that are built inside our skulls. We try to force it. That's just not exactly the path. The path, hypothetically, in the perfect sense, would be relationships that build safety, comfort, and joy. Now, some people aren't willing to offer you that, and I will pray for them. But there are people offering safety, comfort, love, joy, hope, prayers, things like that. Problem is, many adults, me included, 4 years ago when I began therapy with my guy Jeff, it was absolute brutality for him because I was destroyed. I was traumatized. I was collapsing. I was having panic attacks that lead to possums episodes. Annihilated me. And now I've come so far that the word trauma doesn't really represent any hard thing that ever happens to me anymore. It used to. It really used to. Now I've grown in the skills enough to say that I am less traumatized by everyday events like having a panic attack by trying to tie my shoes, to enduring hardship well, from trauma, being wounded by so many random, seemingly tough things, to enduring hardship well. Like right now, I'm very hot. We all operate probably at a lower maturity level, according to Jim Wilder and his cool neurobiological God and science thing that he's doing. We are operating at a lower place than we would prefer, or that we would probably admit. We think we're adults bodily, but do our choices and emotional maturity reflect that? So the infant stage is thus. Are you ready? Here we go. It teaches the child, which would be fantastic if every child actually felt this way. It teaches the child, I'm loved no matter what. I can feel love. I can be loved. It's a very simple thing that a baby should be able to learn from the parents, but not always do you end up 12 and have the understanding that you deserve love. You can be loved. Signs that you're stuck in the infant stage. Constantly needing others to regulate your emotions and feeling abandoned easily. Not like by someone literally leaving your life, but by someone like leaving the house. This is the difference of knowing that you can be loved versus probably at baby stage, feeling, understanding, figuring out that you are not as wanted as you should be. The key task for the infant stage is to learn to receive unconditional love and joy. Sounds easy, right? Like, oh, okay, I now understand I can be loved. Well, you can, but having someone tell you or teach you that in words versus telling you a story or even showing you, sometimes someone saying, I love you, I really, honestly love you, and you can be loved. You deserve this love. Your mirror neurons, kooky little dudes in your brain, dudettes as well, tell you, oh, now that I have seen being loved, I can then replicate and give. I can mirror, get it? I can mirror what I have seen. So someone can say they love you, but maybe not teach you that you are loved or how to be loved. They can say it in a cold way, just like saying, I'm sorry in an angry tone. I'm sorry. It doesn't exactly make sense. In future, if I'm allowed, I would like to have the AC on because it's summertime and it's hot. And if you aren't deeply offended, I'd love to have the cool. Child stage, learning self-care. I can take care of myself while receiving love. Now, so there are a few skills in the infant stage where you learn that you can be loved and you are loved, at the very least in the theological realm. You are loved in the realm of the spiritual. I very much believe that God loves the unholy poop-a-doops out of me, and I think he also loves you deeply, utterly, truly, muchly. He loves you too. So if you're willing to hear that, then know that even if you feel no one loves you, I believe differently. I believe that someone does love you. And in that, the child stage, being loved, knowing that you are loved, you can then start reaching for slightly tougher maturity awards, slightly more difficult handholds in the maturity mountain, signs that you have not learned the self-care, struggle expressing needs, deep fear of failure, and emotional meltdowns. So I went from infant to child slowly because I was mostly banged up and it felt like I was getting traumatized by a stiff breeze. So the tasks here are to build competence by asking for help. Building competence means look at the few skills in the child section and then realizing that you probably don't have the power within just yourself to seek out and do this work. You need people to model things for you so that you can then mirror them. In the case of someone saying, I love you, it can teach you to be loved, and then also you can mirror it back. So not only do you get something from it, love, you then get to give love back in trade or in what I like to call neurobiological exponential growth. Then there's the adult stage. Here we go. What we probably, people in our age range, think we are adults, right? The adult stage says, I can care for myself and one other, as in one another adult, one another. Oh, care for myself and one other, an adult, or perhaps even a child. Oh wait, no, that's the next step. So I can care for myself and one other person at the same time. That means I get to be me, care for me, grow for me, get loved as me, and also I get to help someone else do the same thing, hypothetical, in a relationship, whether a friendship or romantic relationship. Healthy marker of an adult stage, balanced give and take in relationships. And boy, let me tell you, this is where you merge onto the interstate of difficulty, because if you can't give in a relationship, there won't be one for very long. And if you can't ask for things in a relationship, you will probably just be giving, which won't last very long in a relationship because you end up getting taken advantage. Maybe not even advantage of. Some people I don't think know they're taking advantage of, and not defending. There's good and bad to giving everything. And I think the bad depends on what the person in the relationship that you're with, because they might just see your endlessly kind giving nature and go, sweet, I have been a person who's done this. I have felt like someone was just going to give eternally. So I went, great. I did not intend any great evil. I just expected, instead of being blown away by the things that were handed to me every day, my gratitude dipped because we did not really manage. Yeah. Next up, parent stage. New challenger unlocked. I can care for myself. I can care for my people, and I can help the next generation grow. This is a handful of skills in the parent section that really make you feel like the work that you put in earlier is worth it. And some people have more of these 19 total skills, and some people have less, but no one has all of them. There's no perfect people around right now, okay? You don't have to be perfect with these skills, but you probably have a few, and that's a great foundation for the steps we're going to chase down now in the parent stage. Focus of the parent stage, pouring into others, pouring while remaining joyful. And then the Elder Scrolls of stages. The Elder Stage. This is where we focus on legacy and wisdom. Yeah, you go from infant to elder in time. The question is, what kind of elder will you be? I am a few months away from being classified technically as an elder, where my eldest is 13. She's 12. She's growing so fast. In the elder stage, I guide the community with both wisdom and calm presence. Wisdom and calm presence. Doesn't that sound like someone that you want to look up to? Wise and calm. Visual, here, now, this visual, yes. Get that visual, enjoy, take it, love it, yes. Physical age does not equal maturity level. You can be 45 and stuck in infant mode relationally. The good news, you can grow at any age, just like me. Just like me. Infant in my late 30s to maybe teenager, maybe adult. I'm working. Look out. Now, this growth process, this pattern of going from infant to elder, what causes it? What helps you? Like I said, right? Joy. I don't say gratitude because that's huge, but the idea in Jim Wilder's life model here, joy. Now, Jim Wilder does not mean joy as in this excessive happiness, this double happy, this exponential ha 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 ha. No. Joy in Jim Wilder's explanation is someone is glad to be with you and you know it, even if you are in distress. God, I know, is with me even when I'm in distress. I am not alone no matter what. Even if I am alone physically, I am not alone spiritually. He is giving me the presence of the divine with love and care. That to me means joy. And then from here, if I find joy in God, then I can find joy in people. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's weird at first. Yes, you're going to step on someone's toe or call someone's grandma's tuna fish salad bad. Yes, you will. Maybe. Maybe you'll stumble over a dog and fall down the stairs and end up in the ER, and people will be like, dude, we barely knew you and now you're in the ER. Yeah, maybe. But then they're with you, even in your distress. I'm not saying you should fall down the stairs. That's Not what I'm saying. It's bad for you. But joy is being with someone glad to share your life with you, even if it's hard. So joy, what is it? The rocket fuel, for the brain's growth. It's actually wired in chemically, biochemically, to help you grow. Shared joy builds relational circuits literally in your brain meat and the stuff under your skull, between your ears. It literally helps you grow skills and things that the skills need, like little highways in your brain. Joy helps those grow. It helps relational circuits grow. With the internet, I know we're literally on the internet right now. That's how you're seeing me. But there has been a series of events with the internet that has caused people to dislocate from each other, because the internet kind of makes you feel like you're not alone. But in a way, you can turn the internet off, shut off a screen, put your phone away for a minute, and then feel so incredibly alone. Well, joy helps you get those skills to keep relationships alive, beautiful, wonderful, positive for you and the other person. And then you are truly glad to be with each other in the good times and bad. And that's all fueled by joy, which is, you get it. Without joy, speaking of the internet, we default into what we call, in the Jim Wilder world, enemy mode. I just got a book, I'm still working on it, but it's called Getting Out of Enemy Mode. And boy, it's more difficult than it seems, because especially this world seems to have people that genuinely don't mean for your best interest in life. And isn't that kind of a kick in the pants? Yes, but if you can get out of enemy mode, you can literally show others just by doing it. Their little mirror neurons pick up that, this person was in enemy mode, and now they're not. What happened? That leads people to realizing that perhaps they too can escape enemy mode, because they might not have even known before that they can escape. Defensive, self-protective, joyless. It goes a little something like this. Ready? Hang on. This is my real smile. It goes nuts. This is enemy mode, not fueled by joy. Did you feel anything in your belly when I switched? It's because I was showing you joy that was authentic, real joy. And then I stopped and I showed you enemy mode. Isn't that bananas? And the life model then teaches us how to keep the joy circuit flipped. It's a switch. It's the joy switch flipped circuit. Brain circuits, computers, switch, flip, joy. Why this changes everything, : This combines brain science and attachment theory and spiritual truths, if you're in for that kind of thing. Growth happens best in community, not in isolation. It can happen in isolation, but it's very much more Dark Soulsy, because with people, something in your brain, i.e. joy circuits and relationship building, occurs naturally, if good, if hopeful, if healthy. The best news: if you feel stuck, hurt, destroyed, empty, you don't have to be alone. You aren't alone. So don't feel alone. I'm here. I very much believe and know God is there with you, and you are loved. You don't have to stay stuck. Okay. Try this right now. Think of one person who absolutely lights up when they see you. And if you can't, I'm your huckleberry. You. Dub. Missed you. There you go. Now you've seen someone light up in joy when they see you, because that is me, and I am here for you. Do you feel that gladness from me, or thinking about someone who genuinely makes you feel wanted, that makes you feel like you belong? That's joy. Neurobiologically, that's joy. Spiritually, that's joy. Physically, oh, joy. I challenge you now, for this week, for this period, until I crank out another one of these. Yeah, I'll list the maturity skills in the information below. I'll also put the website down there. If you feel like it, jump down there and roll through the skills and see which ones you think you have handled, ones that you have but are rusty, and then ones you don't have. No one has all of them. Everyone has at least one or two. And if you want, I'm here. I know it's the internet, but I'm genuinely here to help. Let's workshop this stuff. Let's do this stuff. Comment down below. I know. I'm sorry. It says, people say to say it. It's supposed to, it's good for engagement. Please just comment if you want, because it's good for engagement. And if it's good for engagement, that means the channel. Screw that. I'm not a channel. I am Stephen. I'm here for you. Here for you. Back to the challenge. Notice what current stage of maturity you're in. Infant, child, teenager, adult. No, that's not. Infant, child, adult, parent, elder. Infant, child, adult, parent, or elder. Which one are you? Do put it in the comment. My name is Steven. I'm not a channel. I'm a person. I'm a people. But if you want, comment down below where you're at and what you'd like to work on. What's something that stands out as great that you were taught? How were you taught it? Where did you get it? Where did you get that secret sauce? You tell me. Tell us. Now, the opposite of that. Where do you feel stuck? Where do you feel nailed down, unmoving, stifling? If this resonates, and only if it resonates, if it means anything, and only if it means something, you can also click the like thing. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not sorry. It's the method. It's not the thing that I'm asking. I am asking for your engagement. Sorry, this is getting a bit Bo Burnham, but I'm asking for your engagement to help me and mine. So please, if you feel led, click things and write things. I also genuinely care. I've responded to nearly every comment I've gotten on this whole channel since the beginning. I want to keep doing that. Oh, see, the thing is saying, subscribe. Okay, if this resonates, hit like, subscribe, and comment. And then it says to comment, I'm ready to grow. You can just do that if you want. That's something that's there. You don't have to get into your life story. You totally can. If you don't want to, you can just click, I'm ready to grow. And by saying that, you can also click subscribe, because it's cool to have you in on this journey, and so that you'll see me next time we upload. Next video, skill 1, how to share joy daily and grow your relationships. In this series, we will cover all 19 in bite-sized videos, covering all the simple stuff, and also I will throw in personal anecdotes and stories. I have my bad days. I get kicked in the pants for sure. I get 2x4'd once in a while, but I am still fighting the dark, shining the light, lighthousing, belonging out to everyone I can. Literally this. All right, here comes the end screen. There's stuff you can click, there's stuff you can watch. I have playlist. Yes, playlist 1, but it's really long. You can click it to fall asleep if you would so enjoy doing that. I would enjoy seeing my numbers do, because that does feel good, and it's happened once in a while. And it's cool if it would happen again. But honestly, whatever works for you. I'm glad I'm here for you. Yo, good talk.